host, it's Sam Taunton.
Comedy Up Late, how you doing? Oh, yes. Welcome to Comedy Late. This is filmed at the Festival Club for ABC Television. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a huge night of comedy in you from some of the best locals and internationals. Does that sound like something you might be into? Oh, yes. This is very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. I've been moving around for comedy a little bit lately, ladies and gentlemen, doing some trips. I was recently flying from Sydney back to Melbourne. I was flying Jetstar because comedy's going very well. And I was boarding the plane, right, and as I was getting onto the plane, I got distracted because I looked over and there was a lady arguing with the woman at the Jetstar terminal counter because she was trying to take a cello as carry-on luggage. Like a 5-foot cello. Like, what kind of travel maverick are we dealing with that someone just backed themselves to get a cello in the overhead compartment? Right, I was so confused, I was boarding, I kind of looked over and I saw her continue arguing and then just shake her head and under her breath just go, "Fucking Jetstar." You know, like it was Jetstar's fault? Right, like Jetstar are the only anti-cello airline in the game. Like, you fly anyone else, you fly Virgin, like, "Oh, you got a cello, just come this way to the orchestra room. Just pop it next to the double bass." Like, no, you got a cello, you need to chill out, right? I love that, right, because I think you'd only ever see that in Australia on an Australian airline, because if you've ever flown overseas, you know, you're not worrying about cellos. Do you know what I mean? You've got more important things to worry about. I was recently in Malaysia, right, and I was flying from Kuala Lumpur to Penang, and I was flying an airline called Firefly, right? Now, I don't know if you guys know the airline Firefly, but it's the budget airline of Malaysian Air, right? So I don't know if you guys know Malaysian Air, but they lost a few planes a few years ago. Turns out they have a shitter option if you just want to roll the dice, right? And it was fine. I mean, a lot of people like to whinge about budget airlines. They're like, "Oh, I flew Tiger, and it was so cramped, there was a baby next to me, I didn't get offered a meal, blah, 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 blah." Right? But you paid $38 for the flight. You know, you've gone in the air for $38. Like, what do you think you're going to get? Like a private jet with a shower? Someone's going to give you a hand job at halfway? Like, no, it's going to fucking suck, right? And this was like proper budget airline. Like, we boarded through the door and the guy said, "Hey, just go downstairs and there's a bus waiting to take you out to the plane." You know that bus that goes for like 45 minutes out along the runway? That's why the flight's so cheap, because going half the distance on the fucking bus, right? And we're on this bus and it's kind of travelling out along the runway. We're getting closer and closer to this plane. And it did not look good, ladies. It looked like a scene from MASH, right? Like, finally the bus stopped, right? And everyone started getting out of the bus. Right? And then the guy driving the bus driver, right, he got out of the bus. He started walking towards the plane. He walked into the plane and then into the pilot's cockpit. The bus driver was the pilot. What kind of next level budget airline shit is that where you can be a moonlighting bus driving pilot? Right, like, they're two things that can't happen. That'd be like being a high-end banking CEO and having a real passion for plumbing on a Saturday, right? And no one said anything either. Everyone was like, "Well, I guess that guy's just going to fly us across the country." I was like, "Oh, great. Otto, the bus driver, is about to fly us across the country and we're going to be chill, are we?" And I still don't know what happened, ladies and gentlemen. That was 6 months ago, and I think about this every day when I wake up because I don't know what came first. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what happened first there. Like, was that guy, like, a pilot first and then he became a bus driver? Because, like, that's fine. You know, I see what happened there. That's an HR fuck-up. He's on a terrible workplace contract, but he will adjust, right? But if this guy is a bus driver, like, what kind of Make-A-Wish Foundation shit is this? Every day just watching planes take off, just going, "I reckon I could fucking do that, actually."